Good day, ma'am. We will talk about gambling. First, we will define gambling. It is the wagering something of value, the stakes, on an event with an uncertain outcome with the intent of winning something else of value. Gambling thus requires three elements to be present. First is the consideration. It is the amount of wagered. Ito yung perang itinaya o isinugal sa isang game. Second is the risk. Ito yung pakikipagsapalaran sa kung anong meron ka upang manalo ng mas malaking halaga. Third is the prize. Ito yung makukuha mo once na manalo ka sa pagsusugal. The betting or staking of something of value with consciousness of risk and hope of gain on the outcome of a game, a contest, or an uncertain event whose result may be determined by chance or accident or have an unexpected result by reason of the bettor's miscalculation. Ang ibig sabihin ng pagsusugal ay handa kang ipagsapalaran ng isang bagay na iyong pinahahalagahan sa pag-asa makakuha ng isang bagay na mas malaki ang halaga. In 2017, the revenue of the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation or PAGCOR from Philippine Online Gambling Operation or POGO was 1.6 billion US dollars or 80 billion pesos and was expected to reach a target of approximately 6 billion US dollars or 300 billion pesos. Gambling is taking part in any game or activity in which you risk money or a valuable object in order to win money. These are examples of gambling. First is the lotteries or lotto. Second is the bingo, card games. Example of card games is poker, blackjack, or etc. Fourth is the internet gambling or yung sikat na sikat ngayon na online sabong. Malaki ang ambag nito sa ating ekonomiya ng bansa. Bukod sa nakapagbibigay ito ng trabaho sa karamihan, malaki din ang nagiging tax nito na umaabot sa 9.7 billion dollars o mahigit 488 billion pesos kung i-convert ito into peso. Nakakatulong ito both local and state government. Saan nga ba napupunta ang tax na nanggagaling sa gambling industry? Kadalasan ito ay napupunta sa mga public education. When does gambling good or bad? Kailan nga ba nagiging masama ang pagsusugal at kailan din ito nagiging maganda para sa individual? As an individual, ang pagsusugal ay nagbibigay ng kasiyahan sa mga manlalaro, ginagawang libangan. Nagiging masama ang pagsusugal kung labis ka nang naa-addict dito. Yung tipong lahat ng ipon mo, ginagalaw mo na dahil nasasabi kang makabawi sa natalo mong pera. Bakit nga ba mahalaga ito i-address sa karamihan? People who live this addiction may experience depression, migraine, distress, intestinal disorder, and other anxiety-related problems. As with other addiction, the consequences of gambling can lead to feelings of despondency and helplessness. Next.
Utilitarianism. It is a theory of morality that advocates actions that foster happiness or pleasure and oppose actions that cause unhappiness. Sometimes, utilitarian thinking cannot be avoided, but there are instances where consideration for other people should be taken up as a boundary so as to avoid purposely stepping on others' toes to obtain one's pleasure. Happiness is always a good thing, and people consider it before they partake in an action or make the decision on whether to act or not. In gambling, you will take a risky action for the desired result. For example, tumaya ka sa casino ng 100,000 and nanalo ka ng 1 million. Nag-take ka ng risk para makuha yung ganong halaga. Pero hindi sa lahat ng oras iswerte ka. Maraming tao nagiging addict sa gambling. Sa mga ganoong senaryo katulad nga ng in-example ko. Pero marami din ang nagbabaon sa utang. Nakakabenta din sila ng mga bagay-bagay dahil lamang sa pansamantalang kaligayahan. Maraming nasisirang pamilya at buhay dahil sa gambling.
Consequentialism is an action that brings about more benefit than harm is good, while an action that causes more than harm than benefit is not. In relation to a common hobby called gambling, according to society, is bad, but in the 21st century, it is justified as small application of consequentialism. It is based on the outcome and the aftermath of an act rather than judging an act without any basis. An example is a gambler who gambles in order for them to survive the day, to sustain themselves for the day or for their family. Would you call gambling a bad act? If you were the gambler, a person who applies the consequentialism theory would not mindlessly judge you for your doing. You explain the reason, and if the good outcome outweighs the bad impression of gambling, then it is a good act. Consequentialism focuses on the ends of an act on the start of an action. Yun. Consequentialism. Based kasi yun sa concept na parang kung ano yung greater good, yun ang pinakabasehan mo ng paggawa mo ng something. Kunwari, ikaw magsisinungaling ka sa isang tao. Morally wrong yun. Yung pagsisinungaling mo mismo. Pero yung pagsisinungaling na yun, ang naging outcome, nakaligtas ka ng tao. Morally right ka. Ganon. Sa term ng gambling, kung ang main purpose mo is to earn money para may pangtustus ka sa kunwari sa pamilya mo, ganon, okay lang kasi sa outcome nagbe-base ang consequentialism. Pero sa iba, ang gambling morally wrong. Pero di nila kasi alam purpose ng ibang tao sa pagga-gambling. Yun. Like, for example, ikaw nga, gusto mo may pang tustos ka sa pamilya. Justified ang gambling mo kasi for the greater good ang gambling mo.
There is no universal set of moral principles that can be applied uniformly on different issues across cultures. Every culture has its own sets of beliefs that inform decisions made concerning various life matters and what Queen calls to each her own. In other words, nobody has the moral high ground to judge others. Therefore, in the case of gambling, people should be allowed to do whatever they want as long as it does not cause harm to other individuals. Gambling is a personal matter, and it should be treated as such without infringing on people's freedom of choice. Under moral relativism, the moral code of a society is a function of what people deem as acceptable or unacceptable. Personally, I am not a gambler, and I actually do not support it. But my philosophical approach toward life and morality is based on moral relativism. I would be ignorant. If I will be not ignorant, I attempted to judge the conduct of other people using my ethical standards because my code of ethics is not better than that of others individuals or societies. Gambling may lead to addiction, substance abuse, financial problems, family breakdown, and other indecorous behaviors such as crime. I would argue that the issue of being contested is not whether gambling is good or not, but how people should be allowed to lead their lives. The problem here is not a medical one, but a philosophical and backed with the principle of moral relativism. People should be allowed to choose between what is moral or immoral according to their beliefs.
Next is the theistic ethics. What is theistic ethics? It is to be understood broadly to include such as topics as divine command and divine will theories, God and natural law, ethics and the problem of evil, moral arguments for a theistic being, infused and acquired virtues, and the harms and benefits of theistic religions. Ano nga ba ang kinalaman nito sa pagsusugal? Actually, hindi nabanggit sa Biblia na masama ang pagsusugal. Nagiging masama lang ito kung nagiging abala ka na sa pagsusugal, mas maraming oras at pera ka nang iginugugol mo rito at hinahabol mo na kung magkano ang natalo mo rito. Doon lang nagiging masama ang pagsusugal na maaring humantong sa pagkakaroon ng problema sa kalusugan at pag-iisip. Ano ba ang nagiging rason kung bakit ang mga tao ay nagsusugal? Karamihan ay nagnanais manalo ng pera sa mabilis na paraan at walang kahirap-hirap. Sabi nga sa 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10, "The love of money is the root of all evil." Therefore, ang pagsusugal ay malino na sa ilalim ng kontekstong ito dahil ang pagiging sakim sa pera ay nagbubunga ng pagiging makasarili at nahahantong sa masamang gawain. Hindi spesipikong hinahatulan ng Biblia ang pagsusugal o pagtaya. Bagkos binabalaan tayo ng Biblia na layuan ng pagnanasa o pagkaibig sa pera. Binanggit rin sa Hebreo chapter 13 verse 5, "Keep your life free from love of money and be content with what you have. For he has said, I will never leave you or forsake you." Matuto tayo makontento sa kung anong meron tayo, hindi pera o anumang material na bagay, ang sagot upang makamtan natin ang tunay na kaligayahan o kasiyahan. Dahil lahat ng yan ay hindi magtatagal at mawawala din yan. Maraming paraan para makamit ang tunay na kaligayahan sa buhay, hindi lang pera o kung anumang material na bagay. Iwasan natin yung mga bagay na nagpapayaman sa atin dahil kung gaano man kabilis nakuha iyon, ganun din kabilis mawawala yan. Halimbawa sa pagsusugal, itinaya mo yung perang iniipon mo at nanalo ka na malaki, syempre gusto mo man tumaya kasi sa tingin mo swerte ka. And nanalo ka, pero pagtapos nun, unti-unti ring mababawi at ang perang nakuha mo at maaaring matalo ka nang hindi mo napapansin. Sabi nga sa Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 10, "He who loves money will not be satisfied with money, nor he who loves wealth with his income. This also is vanity." Ang pagsusugal ay tiyak na nakatuon sa pagmamahal sa pera at hindi ikakailang tinutokso ang mga tao sa pangako ng mabilis at madaling kayamanan.
We chose theistic ethics for our topic gambling because we all know na masama ang pagsusugal. Pero kagaya nga ng sinabi ni Mr. Kimura kanina na hindi binanggit sa Biblia na masama ang pagsusugal. Pagkus, wag lang natin hayaan na ang ating sarili ay magpalaman sa pera dahil ang pagkahilig sa pera ay maaaring humantong sa pagiging sakim na makakuha ng mas malaking halaga na dumating sa point na handa nating gawin lahat para makuha lang ang inaasa-masam na panalo kahit na tayo'y mapasama. Huwag tayong magpadala sa ipinapakita ng ating kapaligiran, pera man yan o material na bagay. Dahil at the end of the day, mawawala din lahat ng mga iyan. Sabi nga ng mga matatanda, hindi mo madadala sa hukay ang lahat ng meron ka, kundi ang magagandang ginawa mo lang sa mundong ito at ang pagmamahal sa sarili mo at sa ating kapwa. Thank you.